about that. It's been nice to see, but of course, with the melting snow and the warmer temperatures, it poses a new little hazard for us, especially for people along the rivers, especially the Rock River, with those ice jams. And that's something that we're continuing to keep a close eye out on. Of course, the Mississippi River, we don't really see that issue as much. Live look outside, the I-74 bridge, everything's looking dry. A couple sprinkles around the area, but a whole lot of cloud cover, and that's kind of capped our temperatures a little bit, but still managed to get pretty nice today. A lot of us in the upper 30s, even here in the Quad Cities, managed to make it to 40 degrees, 41 in Muscatine, 39 in Geneseo. Again, here's a look at wind speeds tracker. We do have northwest flow, and again, we do have the speed to the wind, so that's going to also continue to help with visibility out there in terms of not really dragging in much dense fog. We could see some patchy fog tonight, but other than that, as long as we do continue this flow of some faster winds, it won't get too terrible out there. Should continue to stay pretty breezy even heading into tonight and tomorrow. Here is a look though on from Prophetstown, where we do have the live look to the Rock River, and that's where we're tracking in that active ice jam right now. You can kind of see the ice forming and building up along the edge of the river right here. Again, we've talked about how that's curviness of some of those smaller tributary rivers that really poses that vulnerability to seeing ice jams form on it. And of course, we also get that flooding risk associated with it. So flooding risk all the way from Sterling, Rock Falls region down to Moline. We see that flood watch in place, and they're putting this in place for the next couple of days, and they'll evaluate it to see if we're seeing any improvements out there. They might extend it. We'll continue to keep a close eye out on it. Luckily, it's not as worse as it could be. We've been talking about the Kankakee River out near Chicago, and that's also been a pretty bad area that's been suffering from some ice jams as well. But here, not too terrible, just something we're going to continue to keep a close eye out on. You can see some movement, some specks out here on radar. That is some light sprinkles that's been passing through. Other than that, fairly dry, just cloudy conditions out there. Do want to take a look at temperatures though, last week versus this week. So last week we really started to turn the page, bring in some warmth for us, but it was a pretty stable week. Thursday we were having some issues here in Moline with our temperatures, but they were in the mid to upper 30s on Thursday, so we really just had a week of the 30s. Mid to upper 30s, we saw slow melt throughout the week. Over the past 2 days, though, we've been seeing some warmer temperatures. We finally tapped into the 40s for us. And as we do look for the rest of the week, forecasted highs continue to climb. Starting Wednesday, we start to get really close to 50 degrees. I think Thursday and Friday, heading into the weekend, we do have a good opportunity to continue to boost those highs near the 50s. So we're talking about March-like temperatures. Anything left over on the ground, we're likely going to continue to see that snow melt really fast here in the next couple of days, especially by Thursday and Friday as we tap into the 50s. Again, tomorrow we are going to start to bring in a little more warmth and get those temperatures in the upper 40s because we switch those wind speeds, but they still continue to stay breezy at times. So again, tonight we'll see temperatures drop down to 30, so it's still a little cool for us, just slightly below normal. Heading into your Wednesday, that's when we start to boost those highs a little bit. You can see on Future Track we're starting to bring in those southwest winds, also expected to see some sunshine by the afternoon. And then heading into your Thursday, highs get to the mid 50s. Although we're starting to see more cloud cover build in, we keep those winds consistent coming in from the southwest. Could start to bring in some sprinkle chances by Thursday night, but so far we'll keep that day dry. Again, the weekend is looking absolutely beautiful. We might have to lower those highs by a couple degrees if we do get clipped by a little disturbance that's going to move through. But regardless, heading into next week too, we keep those highs well above normal. We're talking about temperature is about 15 to 20 degrees above where we should be right now. So we've completely switched this conversation from a couple weeks ago.
That's what January should be. What is it? In like a lion, out like a lamb?
That's March.
I know. I'm saying that's what January should have been.
Yeah, it really should have been. But, you know, I'm not too mad about it. We're finally seeing everything melt away, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a smooth sailing rest of the winter season.
Nice. All right, thanks.